I'm not going to get teared up here, so I'm Dave Smith. For any wedding crashers that we have, this is Jake and Kayla. So I wrote a hilarious speech, but I decided to read this one instead. Elda told me, remember, you don't have to be funny, charming, and intellectual. Just be yourself. First, I want to thank everyone for coming. It wouldn't be the same without you all here. A lot cheaper, but thank you, especially to people who came a long ways. And my sister from Hawaii, thanks for coming. Thanks for bringing aloha. And also, I can't say that without saying thanks for bringing aloha to Mike and Jay too. So thank you guys. Appreciate you being here. So today, August 13th, 2022 is a very special day, not because it's the 25th anniversary of South Park, which is noteworthy, and not because you're witnessing the first and last time anyone ever trusts me to give a speech. But today, we're finally living the day we've all dreamed of for so long. COVID lockdowns are mostly over. The weather is absolutely perfect. This venue and the arrangements are spectacular. Our whole circle of friends and family gets to be together. And as if that wouldn't be enough, we got to witness and we get to celebrate our beloved Jake and Kayla cementing their love and commitment to each other. And today is also thanks to so many people. Heather's been amazing, and thank you, Justin. And thank you, Megan was fabulous. We appreciate that. I hope I'm not leaving anybody out. This has been a total team effort and so much generosity from all the families. Thank you. And thank you to Cindy, my sister-in-law Cindy, who was not here. She was here, I swear, for the flowers. And I know this has been a total team effort, so I hate to single out any one person, but Elda, I've witnessed you working nonstop on this for months and months now, and you've been nothing short of amazing. Elda would go to Prosser on the weekends and help out her parents by cleaning the house and running errands, and then work in the flower shop with Cindy and earn credit towards the flowers we're all enjoying today. Then come home and do wedding stuff chores almost every night, all while working a full-time job with a hellacious commute and maintaining a household. And you look gorgeous, by the way. I love you more today than on the day we got married.
Me too.
Not that easy. By the way, everyone here is family, and so are the ones who couldn't make it, and of course so are the ones we've lost, and we certainly feel their presence here today, and are thankful for that. Scott, Josh, Greg, Marge, and others, all part of this. This is family, this is familia, this is ohana.
Yeah.
And would everyone do this with me, please? Take your hands and go like this, and go like this. That means family, and that's what we are. And some of us here already know what that means, and this is our way of saying we want to be more a part of you. I want to welcome Jake, now our son-in-law, into our family, and we couldn't be more honored. But I also want to say, I don't think of this as much as welcoming Jake and Jake's family into our family, but more like our two families officially becoming one. Jim and Julie, James and Jack, Jerry and Jean, the whole J squad, Robin, Neil, Molly, Alex, Stacy, everyone, we love you guys. We've always thought of you as family, and we know you've always thought of us as family, and that means the world to us. And we're honored and beyond thrilled to be officially melted together as one. So we finally get to this day, and the ceremony was perfect. Does everyone agree?
Yeah.
I was a wreck, of course, like I am now. And I gotta admit, it was more difficult than I thought it would be to give my daughter away. Especially considering how many countries there are where you get money for them. Or livestock. At one point in this journey, Kayla was trying on wedding stuff, and as a dad, I automatically said, "Does it have to be so see-through?" Kayla was like, "It's a veil, Dad." And when Jake and Kayla got engaged, I said to Elda, "We need to get involved and help with the planning." And Elda was like, "Well, of course we can help, but I want to make sure we don't meddle." And I was like, "Are you kidding? What do you think you get when you combine marriage and weddle?" But this day makes me think about Kayla growing up, and this is the day that you dream of your entire life as a dad. I'll never forget the day I came into Kayla's life and she into mine. She was 2.5 years old and she sized me up and down right away. She kind of dragged me down to her level and then crawled on top of my chest and rested her forehead against mine, staring right into my eyes, like right into my soul. This was literally within the first few minutes of me meeting her. We bonded right at that moment, and we imprinted on each other like wolves do, and we never looked back, and that was that, and it still is, and it always will be. She stole my heart, and you can imagine how special that was for me, a guy who had been wandering through life pretty lonely most of the time, and wondering if I had a purpose. Kayla, I love you with all my heart. You and your mother are the greatest thing that ever happened to me. Kayla went with me to pick out an engagement ring for Elda, and then she spilled the beans to Elda the second we got one. Growing up, Kayla and I played all the time. That was our thing, usually pretty rough. Always until someone got a boo-boo, a skinned knee, and started bawling. But you know, she always consoled me. Early on, I remember Kayla walking up to Elda in a crowded store, and Elda pushing her away and saying loudly, "Why do you keep calling me mom, little girl?" And I was like, ooh, that was savage. These two are going to be fun. And they were. And Kayla enjoyed hiding and then scaring the living crap out of us constantly. I've seen Kayla sick, wet herself, fall off her bicycle, belt out karaoke, and cry herself to sleep. And that was just one birthday. But in her defense, I think COVID lockdowns made everyone extra emotional. Kayla procrastinates just a little bit. One of her teachers had the audacity to tell her she would never amount to much because of her procrastination. Kayla told him, "Just you wait." But as the rest of us knew, Kayla would amount to much and did amount to much. She's smart, college-educated, healthy and fit, disciplined, beautiful, spontaneous, adventurous, and hardworking. She has compassion and empathy. She is wise beyond her years and has a deep understanding of human relationships. Elda and I, to this day, look to Kayla for guidance on anything that requires general wisdom. She's well-liked and has great friends. We couldn't be more proud. Kayla, your mother and I love you to Neptune and back, and that's way further than the moon. I remember when Kayla told us there wasn't even one boy at her school, Glencoe High School, she would even consider dating. Right before Jake transferred to Glencoe, he was overheard saying he would never date anyone from Glencoe. I remember thinking, those two are going to marry each other. And Jake, I've enjoyed our long trips and conversations about religion, family, politics, sports, and work, and look forward to many more. One thing we haven't talked about much or tried to hash out is how to truly understand women and what makes them tick. And I had thought sometime we could set out and drive in a straight line in any direction and keep driving nonstop and talking until we figure that out together. Then I realized the problem with that plan, that being oceans. Jake is everything you hope for in a husband for your daughter. He's smart, good-looking, successful. Jake also has great friends, and that speaks volumes about a person. He's athletic, charming, a great cook, kind, motivated, fun, funny, organized. And I'm sorry, Jake, I'm having trouble reading your handwriting on some of these. But all joking aside, I sincerely mean every word of that. Jake, we love you. We always have. We're so proud of you and just so glad you're here. We're so grateful to your mom and also to your dad for raising such a stellar human being. We're thankful for everyone, past and present, who has been influential in your life and helped you become who you are today. And that's a lot of people. Family, extended family, friends, co-workers. You have a solid circle, and we are so grateful. And you've influenced all those people too, and all of us. I was so impressed when you asked for my blessing to marry my daughter. I didn't think anyone did that anymore. It means a lot to me. So I'll wrap this up. It's so long, sorry about that. But I wanted to, as is tradition, I wanted to offer some advice real quick. Even though you don't need it. You two are doing great and certainly don't need any advice from me. But if I had to offer anything, it would be simply what you already know. To make each other, your spouse, the relationship, the marriage, your number one priority. Of course, love yourself, but good things happen when you put your partner's needs above your own. Your spouse is now the person in your life who takes priority over everything else, and that includes even all family members, work, hobby, and friends. And if you decide to have kids, nothing changes. The needs of each other and the needs of the romance take priority over the needs of the children. That's not just good for the marriage, it's good for the kids. And finally, if you had kids and you got frustrated with them, you wouldn't put them up for adoption. You would work it out, of course, because they're family. Think of your spouse, your partner, your marriage the same way. And by the way, if you do have kids, play with them a lot, and play rough with them. Let them roughhouse. Google it sometime. It's unbelievably important. And just look how they turn out. So, but we support you guys no matter what. Can we all agree that we support Jake and Kayla? With that, I'm going to please raise a glass. Jake, it's with complete confidence that Eldon and I entrust our wonderful daughter to you. Cherish every moment you have together. Let us all wish the happy couple a lifetime of joy and adventure. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow.
Well, Dave, I gotta thank you, man. I gotta thank you for not dropping the mic, because you absolutely killed that.